First up, the VFW Color Guard of Jamestown Post 5424 in Jamestown, PA. These guys are out there, not only are our veterans, we need to let them know that we appreciate it, but they're out there working in other communities as a color guard. We're fortunate to have them and the things that they do for other towns, communities, and other veterans. They attend funerals as a color guard and represent Jamestown. Let's give them a hand. We have a lot of things to be proud of in Jamestown, and our color guard is certainly one of them. Jamestown Girl Scouts are up next. They've been supporting girls and creating leadership since 1912. Our troops in Jamestown area provide a safe and inspiring place for girls to learn and grow. There's currently 5 troops with more than 40 girls. If your daughter's interested in joining Girl Scouts, visit our information table at the Jamestown Elementary School during the open house. And look for signs for cookies. Next up, the Jamestown Boy Scouts of America, Troop 50. Troop 50 is made up of boys in the 5th grade through high school, serving their community and leadership and development, increasingly important parts of the program as the youth lead their own activities and work their way towards earning their highest rank, Eagle Scout. Please support Troop 50 at the fair and visit their booth and the BB gun shoot. Jamestown Pack 53 and their youth float. They traded in last year's race car for a tank. 75 years of Cub Scout Pack 53, including my own time as a Cub Scout in Pack 53. Currently serving the community. Visit their booth at the fair. Their recruitment night is Wednesday, September 12th at 5:30 at the Presbyterian Church. Next up, 1974 1040 Speedex, made in Ravenna, Ohio. The owner and driver is Jerry Nacy. And a 1982 Montgomery Ward Steelers, made in America, driven by Tom Stewart. Following that today is our mayor, Esther McClymans, in a 64.5 Ford Mustang, driven by her son, Paul Jr. McClymans. Following that today is our parade ambassador for the Jamestown Borough and all the support that they do for the community and the fair. We're going to let Truck 89 go through. I don't know if they're on a call or what they're doing, but they're having fun. Now everybody stay back. We have a stray vehicle here. Not sure why. I would say that that's the Borough Police Force. Give them a hand. And next up, our parade marshal this year, Dan and Loretta Dickey from Jamestown. They're actually from Espyville, but we're going to tell everybody they're from Jamestown. Do a lot of work for the fair and everything they do. Loretta can throw me some candy. Where's the candy? Yeah, thanks. Now you throw the candy. That's all the Dickies. Your parade marshals for this year. Next up is our Jamestown Fair officials, driven by Charlie Enterline and his beautiful flatbed. We appreciate Charlie bringing his truck out every year. Give him a hand, everybody. This is who makes it work. This is the parade people, the fair people, the organizers. They put in a lot of time, a lot of hours. And our queen and her court, Queen Camille McClymans, and her court, Jade Jewell, Rachel Derniak, Madison McElhaney, Ashley Wolford, and their attending kids, Brielle Galt and Parker Heckathorn. Give them a hand and see them at the fair. They'll be up and around wearing their sashes. Where's that parade wave? We want to see that parade wave. There we go. For the next 5 miles. Following the Queen in her court today is Mary Jane Fenton in her 1964 and a half Mustang. This first Mustang was built in March of 1964, and Mary Jane's car was built 4 months later on July 10th. It's one of the first ones ever made. And now we have 2 of our previous Pymatuming Lake Queens going back to 1943, Bertha Hurlbut, Hennigan, Veland, and in 1945, Queen Ruth Bentley, Vickery, Cluth. Bertha still lives in Westford, and Ruth lives in Andover. They're driven today by her son, Bob. And now, the Jamestown High School Marching Muskie Band, under the direction of James Dutko. It's your local band, give them a hand. Well, you can see why they've been winning some prizes. They sound a lot better than when I was in band. Next up, the Jamestown Area School District teachers. They're here to hand out some candy for everybody. Give them a hand, they're hard working. Wow, they got great snacks too. Cheez-Its, gummies, all kinds of good stuff. And we should all be proud and give everybody on the Jamestown Volunteer Fire Department a hand. When you call, they're coming. They don't get paid. They take time out of their own lives for training, for meetings, for fundraising events. They will be having their annual fall gun raffle on September 22nd. There's still some tickets available. We'll be having a good time that day, giving away a bunch of prizes. Got pit roasted chicken and all you can eat corn and peanuts and refreshments. So if you don't have a gun raffle ticket yet, see one of your local firemen or one of your VFW members and get your tickets. They must be loaded down with a lot of candy today because they sure are taking their time. All right, Jamestown Rescue, Truck 28, or Station 89 Rescue. Their engine, their pumper, their road rescue, and their brush truck. And next up, Frederico Ballesteros in his 75 Eldorado convertible. One of the last models that Cadillac made for a convertible, 1975. It's original color and only has 60,000 miles on it. We thank Frederico for bringing it out today. That's what a car used to look like in 1975 when cars were really cars. Next up, we have the Spinet Twirling Club with B.J. Murray as the director from Connie Lake, PA. B.J. is the 1973 Miss USTA Pennsylvania twirler, and she wanted this club started, and this is their 50th anniversary. Girls can come and learn to perform and twirl for free. And their uniforms and equipment are also free, ages 4 to 15. If you want the girls to have some fun, Not going to cost you much or anything. See the Spinet Twirling Club in Connie Lake and talk to BJ. They've got their mascot with them today. That's Tika. I think Tika's a name. They're always here and they're always having fun. We appreciate them coming out. Thanks, girls. Next up, the Jamestown Pharmacy, your local family pharmacy offering free delivery, free children's vitamins, free care fill medication packaging, free care sync medication synchronizing service, a lot of free stuff at the Jamestown Pharmacy. Keep your dollars in your local economy. The lowest prescription prices and the best service in the area. Free delivery to Greenville, Linesville, Andover, Transfer, and Mercer. The Wahlberg family pharmacies are proud to be in your neighborhood. And following Wahlberg family pharmacy today is the Redneck Stroller. 2.5-year-old Owen Giddings is getting his ride on his new Redneck Stroller, being pushed by his great-gram and great-grandpapa, Evelyn Smith and Wayne Gear. Now that is a nice-looking stroller. I think we had one like that when I was younger, but I'm not sure it was the same color. You've got the right color umbrella and the wrong color jersey. Next up, Ross Massage Therapy of Hadley Road, Greenville, PA. Linda Ross, Truge Arthur, Mackenzie, Bryce, Mitchell, David, April, Watkins, Justice, Jenna, and Michael. Ross Massage Therapy of Greenville, PA, since 2008. Licensed in both Pennsylvania and Ohio. If you need a good massage, call Ross Massage Therapy. I think I'll need one at the end of the day today. Next up, the junior Jamestown High School senior class float. Senior class would like to welcome you to the world of farms, families, and fairs. Every morning doing their chores on the farm, having a lively family picnic, enjoying games and their favorite fast foods at the fair, taking it all in from the top of the Ferris wheel. The class of 2019 has lots of fond memories to take with them when they go. The seniors hope you've enjoyed their stroll through families, farms, fairs, and fun. And they'd like to extend a special congratulations to the Jamestown community for 75 years of fairs. That's a great deal there. Next up, the Connie Area Eagle Marching Band, under the direction of Glenn Cameron. This year's parade music includes selections from their 2018 field show Road Trip, including Hit the Road Jack, Heartbreak Hotel, Vehicle, Life is a Highway, and Ease On Down the Road. I wonder which one we're going to hear today. Yeah, give them a hand. That sounds great. And they look great. Check out those Eagles uniforms. Work it takes to put together a band in high school these days and pay for it, maintain it, move the kids around, do it safely. It's a lot of work. They deserve a big hand. And of course, my wife's alma mater. Sean is a graduate when Cash was Lionsville High School. She was a Lion. Now they're Eagles. And now you're on the video. Next up today, Frank Fenton in his 1937 Ford Brecker. The Brecker has lived in the Jamestown area for 81 years. That Brecker was here 6 years before the pair even started. It's from Burrell's Ford dealership in Greenville. Was at Stedcamper Ford dealership in Greenville. Ken Collins and Jack Lawton owned it and had it in Jamestown. Then Bob Fauner at the gas station, the Esso station, I believe, in Jamestown. Tony McElhaney had it, and the current owners, Frank and Mary Jane Fenton. I don't think they're towing anything with it anymore, but I think when I was younger, they were still using that. It's a beautiful truck. Following the tow truck today is a 1931 Ford Model A Victoria. It's owned again by Frank and Mary Jane Fenton, and it's driven today by Ken Collins. That is an upscale Model A. That is the Victoria model. So you, even in those days, you could buy a little bit better than what everybody else was driving. It's a beautiful car. And finally, in the Frank and Mary Jane Fenton lineup today is a Ford F-100, a 1953, driven today by Luis Russo. It's a beautiful truck. It's the right color, I know that. My dad would say that. There's only one color for a Ford, and that's red. Next up today is Miss Centreville Princess Kinsley Sheckler. Kinsley is the Miss Centreville Princess for this year. She's blowing kisses. She has her puppy dog with her. Wow, I wish I was up there with it, riding with her. Looks fun. Are you having fun? Yeah, you're having fun. Okay, that's great. Throw some candy. To have innocence lost again like that. I can remember my first parade, and I rode on somebody's float. I don't even remember what it was, but I wasn't much older than Kinsley. Next up, Wholesale Tractor Parts out of Connie Lake and Meadville. They have aftermarket parts for all your agricultural tractors. They're on a 1951 Farmall H pulling an 8-ton Grove model L528 running gear. The understanding is that this running gear was originally made in Shady Grove, Pennsylvania. It was for a gravity box, and it was extended to make a hay wagon out of it by its owner. A little bit of history there for anybody that knows where Shady Grove is. Next up, Livingston Family Farms with Andrew Livingston on a 1952 Ford 8N. The tractor has been in his family since it was new. Behind the tractor, well, we don't have that. Oh yeah, he's pulling a 1926 Fordson F. These tractors were built by Ford Motor Company from 1917 to 1928, and one of the most mass-produced tractors of all times. There's 26 years difference between those two tractors, and it just shows you how fast technology moves, even in those days. Next up, we have the Vibe Dance Academy. And they're reminding you that if you want to become part of the Vibe Dance Academy, now's the time to call to register. Greenville number 724-588-6800. Any young ladies out there that are looking to have fun doing some dance? Call Vibe Dance Academy and register now. They're having fun. Give them a hand, everybody. Next up, we have the junior class float, Jamestown High School. 11th grade class came together to work on the float. They worked all week. I remember those weeks. And the final project is a little piece of everybody's ideas. Beautiful backdrop of the sunset, the Ferris wheel representing the fair. 75 flags that stand for the 75th Annual Jamestown Community Fair. Looks great to me. Good job. Next up is Little Miss Shakelyville 2018, Jasmine Rain Leonard. Jasmine is also having fun today. Next up, we have a 1958 Ford Fairlane owned by Ken Stafford from Kinsman, Ohio. I want to thank Ken for bringing that out today. He's got the top down and it's raining, but he still brought it out here for us. That's a beautiful car. Again, that's what a car used to look like. And then the Fredonia VFW, our volunteer fire department, engine 97. Following Engine 97 today is the Reynolds High School Marching Band. Their theme this year is Made in America, featuring songs with America in their title. We like that. We like Made in America. Their next performance will be at Mercer County Band Night at Sharon Tiger Stadium this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Put your hands together for the Reynolds Raiders Marching Band. Wow, that sounds pretty good. Everybody give them a hand. We really appreciate when the bands come out. And next up, one of Jamestown's old-time favorites, Farmer Tom Patton with his tall Tessie, pumping water in the old days. Now, if you know Tom, and we all do, he's got about 15 or 20 of these gadgets he's built through the years. Every once in a while, he pulls one out. Hey, old timer! There's Tessie pumping water. Now, how cool is that? Anybody can build anything and put it in the parade. Well, almost anything. Next up is the study class, the Jamestown study class. And their purpose is to achieve mental improvement by a shared study of a variety of subjects, knowledge, and information. I'm not sure I'd like study class. I had enough school. They look like they're having fun though. Would like to know what they're studying. And next up, give them a hand, your local Jamestown Lions Club. I even got my hat out. That's proving that I am a lion. To become a lion, you must be of legal majority, good moral character, and a good reputation. Contact any member today or come to one of our meetings. We meet the second, fourth Mondays at 6:30 at the Jamestown Lions Community Center. We're looking forward to meeting you. Don't forget about everything we have going on at the fair. Our two youngest members, Evan Galt and Kyle Miller, are helping to fill. Hi, Kyle. How you doing, buddy? Get out and support the Lions, and don't forget your Lions French fries. They always hit me with candy. Well, the wind just picked up a little bit. My papers are blowing away. But we got a 19. Let me get here. A little noisy. 1935 Model D John Deere, owned by Bertelsbaugh of Williamsfield, Ohio. It's the longest production span of all the two-cylinder John Deere tractors, and that was followed today by a 1947 John Deere A. It was restored and then re-restored this year. Also owned by Jim Butterbaugh of Williamsfield, Ohio. We always thank Jim every year for bringing some tractors out for us. Next up, the sophomore class float. The Jamestown Community Fair is all about families who come together to bring their favorite animals to the fair, have fun playing games like ring toss and going to the Ferris wheel. However, it is mostly about spending time with your friends and family. Congratulations to the sophomore class. It's a nice float. And then we have the B&A Cafe and the 1964 Thunderbird. Dave and Letha Stevens and Beth and Heather Scobie. Get down to the B&A and get yourself some breakfast on Sunday morning. You might see my wife and I there. And next up, we have number 67, St. Paul's Home, and the Sketchy Verse Creations. Not sure who that is. They're having fun. 68 is the Westford Flower Club. They always put together a nice float for us. They do a beautiful job. The Westford Flower Club has been around for a lot of years. You know a member? You want to become a member? Stop and ask. Hi, Mickey. Following the Westford Flower Club today is the Little Cottage Preschool. Jamestown, the newest preschool being available, it's a daycare. The Little Cottage Preschool Daycare is now open and currently enrolling children from ages 3 and up. I'm not sure exactly where they are in town, but I'm sure if you just ask, you could find them. Next up, we have Oscar Larsen Company of Greenville, PA. Founded in 1946 to serve the petroleum industry, Oscar Larsen has experienced extraordinary growth throughout the years. I don't know if they're with the band or not, but that's all I can say with the band playing. And that is the Attuning Valley High School Band from Andover, Ohio. The Laker Gold Pride Marching Band. They perform at football games, band shows, and many other parades and activities in and around the Andover area. They recently traveled and performed at Cedar Point. Let's welcome them from Andover to Jamestown. Give them a hand. They look great today. We thank them for coming out, and I really dig those sunglasses. Next up, the freshman class float, Jamestown class of 2022. I can't even believe I'm saying the class of 2022. Seems so far away when I was that age. Class of 2022 started the float building process on Friday with a brainstorm. Well, it looks pretty good if they just started on Friday. Their family, farm, fair, and fun float is depicted through the various crops and foodstuffs, their livestock, and their family by the students meeting for a picnic. So I think they covered it all. Looked great. And then behind them was St. Michael's School. And then the West Salem Volunteer Fire Department. Squad 73, Engine 73, 2, Rescue 73, and their Tanker 73. And we appreciate them bringing them out for the parade. Again, when they come here today, they have to have somebody at home that's backing them up in case they would have a call. That's what we come to the parade for. It's the only fun time to hear a siren is when you're at the parade. Well, it won't be long. I'll need hearing aids, and when I do, I'll have to turn them off when the parade goes by the fire trucks. Next up, Junior County Beauty Pageant, Little Miss ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, Abigail Merritt, Little Miss Pumpkin Patch, Sophia Garisic, Miss Sugar and Spice, Emily Ranella, Miss Fair Daisy, Sydney Hyder, Miss Country Cowgirl, Adela Peel, Miss Farmer Jane, Natalie Niles, Miss Quilted Memory, Brianna Sheckler, Miss Country Beauty, grades 7 and 8 combined, Trinity Umland. Wow, there's a lot of pageant beauties in that float. They all look like they're having fun, trying to stay dry. Next up, we have Melton Farms. David Melton on his 1948 Farm All-H, driven by Nick Robice, purchased by Earl Erdis and his family. The tractor's still on the same farm for 70 years. But I understand it got a new paint job this year by Randy and Terry Erdis Blas. They did a great job getting it painted up for the parade. Next up, Pymatuming Reynolds and Information Center in Jamestown. Tanya Seaborn and the Pymatuming Reynolds Information Center would like to thank the community organizations, churches, classmates, school, and fair faculty for their love and support to build a solid foundation for their business on the river. In 2016, they had a first place float, 2017, a second place float. And they want to remind you to get ready for their annual duck race, held every year the Saturday before Labor Day. Well, I guess that's next year. There's the ducks, first place, second place, and third place. I'm not sure that's the ducks they use. If it is, I want to get one and ride down the river on it. But duck race next year. And a pig roast, August 24th of 2019. And the kids' duck race day for next year. Get that on the calendar. Next up, we have the Zombie-Geddon Paintball from Fredonia, PA. The Zombie Fighting Response Team Paintball Hayride. Come and eradicate the zombie horde, taking over Drew Farms. You'll shoot flesh-eating zombies from the zombie battle wagon, and they cannot shoot back. That sounds like fun. Get your tickets now at www.zombiefightnight.com. Now, this is a fun-looking idea to me. My wife and I are actually thinking we're going to get some tickets and go down and shoot some zombies. Not sure why. Why not? Next up is Bob Fuzzy and Patty Reese in their 1976 Pontiac Bonneville Convertible. And again, we want to thank them for bringing it out in the weather today. It's not the best thing to have a convertible out in the rain or any antique car, but we want to thank them for coming out. There went our umbrella. Next up, our Mercer County Republican Party. Candidates, Mike Kelly, returning for his run for Congress on November 6th. Michelle Books, our local state senator living right here in Jamestown. Scott Boyd, Mercer County Commissioner. Ted Nesbitt, state representative. Park Wentling for state representative. Amber White, Mercer County Treasurer, and John Labonati, Mercer County Coroner. All of the candidates want to remind everyone to get out and vote November 6th. And I say it every year, no vote, no gripe. Thank you. We love candy. Hey, where's my Tootsie Rolls?
Where's he at? Oh, there it is.
Hey, Chipper, how are you?
Good. Have fun. Stay dry. I'm not above begging for candy. What can I say? Thank you. More candy, just what I need. There's Park out there handing out his own candy. We love to see a man that carries his own bag. Yeah, be careful. And following the Mercer County Republicans today is Chapula Farms. Friends, family, and employees of the Chapula Farms and Larry Chapula, the owner, would like to thank all those who organized the fair parade for so many years. We started participating in 1976. Happy 75th birthday, Jamestown Fair. He was born the same year the first fair. Larry is 75 and wanted us to know that. He's born in 1943, so now we know what year the first fair was. I wasn't going to do the math. Next up, Colossal Construction out of Hadley, Pennsylvania. Oh, I got pages blowing everywhere. All your construction needs, I read their card earlier today. Anything you need help with, call Colossal Construction in Hadley and they'll be there to help you. General contracting, property management, decks, fencing, senior showers, walk-in bathtubs, call Colossal Construction. And then the Log Cabin Unity Grange in Greenville. And their prince this year is Zach Perseghetti. He's the PA State Junior Grange Prince, won the prize at the Jamestown Fair in 2016. Grange is still alive. And following the Grange today is the 2017 Little Miss Pumpkin Fest, Libby Bolton. Libby is an 11-year-old daughter of Jack and Rhoda Bolton. She's in the 6th grade of Cochran Elementary. She's a member of Farm All Farmers 4-H Club and is on the competition team of the Meadville Twisters gymnastic team. Oh, she's busy. Welcome, Libby. We love that wave. She's got it down. That's the best wave I've seen today by far. She's honored to represent and promote the Pumpkin Festival, sponsored by Connie at Lake Area Business Association. And we invite you to attend the Pumpkin Fest on October 12th to the 14th at Connie at Lake Park. And following Libby is the Mercer County Democrats. Ron DiNicola for Congress. Ron is a Marine veteran and a Harvard graduate. He's running for Congress to make sure working families and all citizens of Western PA have a real voice and a strong advocate in Washington. And Sue Mulvey, the working families candidate running for state senate on the Democratic ticket. And again, the Democratic Party would like to remind everybody to get out and vote November 6th. Whatever you feel, whatever you think, it doesn't count unless you vote. I think we're going to get this finished without the rain. Following the Democratic Party today, we have the 77 Pontiac Trans Am, Smokey and the Bandit car, driven by Dr. Mike Jerenovich, I'm sorry. I even know the guy and I got the name wrong. I'm reading too much. Dr. Mike Jenner, I'm going to get it wrong again. Jerenovich.
Thank you.
I understand this was actually his father-in-law's car. This was your father-in-law's car, right? Yeah, okay. He wasn't allowed to drive it when he was dating his wife. And next, the decorated go-kart driven by Nicholas Motes. He's got it looking good. Red, white, and blue in America. And then a 1992 S10 pickup. It's an LT1 with a 350 V8 and a custom paint job done by Jim Motes. And if you can't see it, but it has that little bit of flame purple in that red, and it looks pretty. Next up is the Harvest Baptist Church. The Jamestown Fair is a gathering place for the community, celebrating farms, families, fairs, and fun. The Harvest Baptist Church is a gathering place for the community, centered around faith, friendliness, families, and fellowship. Join us each Sunday at 11 at Harvest Baptist Church, located at 516 East Jamestown Road between Jamestown and Greenville. And they're all having fun. That's a great looking float. I think they're hoping they can take home a prize today. Yeah, you guys having fun? Yeah, they're having fun. Look at them. And following the Harvest Baptist Church today is the Transfer Fire and Rescue Truck 75. This is one of the only ladder trucks, the extended trucks that you'll see. It's actually a bucket extension. You just don't have these around. We appreciate them bringing it out here today. There's no other way to see it. It's a beautiful piece of equipment. Can you imagine what that cost and what it takes to support a fire department and pay for that kind of equipment? But Transfer has it. And if they ever needed it in our community or anywhere else, I'm sure that they would be here to help. And now the Fallowfield Fire and Rescue Department 45, their brush truck. Well, my wife obviously knows somebody that's with the Hempfield Fire and Rescue today. It's a small world. And a great parade. Next up, Hempfield Fire 2008. Hempfield Fire Department engine. Station 94. Another local volunteer organization that's doing a great job rebuilding a department that for a time was having a little trouble, but they're getting it back together. They've got a lot of volunteers and new help, and they certainly got that truck looking great. And following Hempfield today, Jamestown, Livingston's Quality Meats, Connie at Lake in Jamestown. Tutton Doris' granddaughter Corinne, and her favorite hot dog connoisseurs, the Clink Boys. Making hot dogs and eating them down during the parade. Now, it doesn't get any better than that. Now, if they were handing out hot dogs, I would be a little happier. But I think they're having fun. How many are you going to eat during the parade? Like 17? One? You can't eat the same one all day. 57 years, Tutton, Dave, and Doris started the business in Westford. Livingston's Quality Meats started in 1995. Their sons Dave and Dennis are currently managing the locations in Westford and Connie Lake. And this year we honor the memory of Tut by the Clink boys enjoying the original Tut dog. That's what they're eating today. We all miss Tut. Following that is a 1939 Farmall H. Original owner was Malone Pierce of Kinsman. It's handed back and forth, and it's been restored and driven today by Nick Saramuga. And then we have your parade marshal, your parade organizer. I'm getting thank yous, but that's who we should be thanking. Your parade chairman, Karen, and her helpers. Everybody give them a hand. We don't have a parade without Karen and the team. Draft horse 200, this is Jessica Mae from Jamestown riding her 13-year-old Belgian gelding, Doc. And Doc is used in the family logging business, hay rides and pleasure riding. So Doc is a working horse. He's also a beautiful riding horse, and he looks great here today. Next up, Mandy Mae from Jamestown riding Tammy. Tammy is an 11-year-old Morgan mare, and she's used for trail riding and gaming. That's a beautiful, beautiful animal. Following that is Augustus. He's a Hallfinger gelding. It's his third time at the Jamestown Fair, and he loves to come. He was awarded grand champion and first in his class, and a great time. So there's your grand champion for this year. Everybody give him a hand. It takes work to bring these animals out, take care of them, and we can see why he's a champion. Next up is another draft horse, Tacky. Oh, Jackie is leading Nigel. Nigel is a 20-year-old Halflinger. Another beautiful horse, well done, taken care of. Got to remember, it's tough on these animals coming out here. They're not used to this. The weather, the fire trucks, the people. Next up, Bob is shown by Krista Allen of Connie Lake. He's a registered foundation quarter horse. He's 13 years old, and he's great with kids. His birth name is Heza Dun Talkin. Whatever that. He's a Dun Talkin. It's hard to tell what they write sometimes. Following that is Sebastian, dressed as an Indian pony with his owner, Claire Prada. He's ready to be part of the peace talks. Oh, I'm gonna smoke a peace pipe. He's a traditional Indian symbols, weapons, and war shield. And that is a peace pipe. Maybe. No, it's a spear. I don't know, it's been a long day. And next up, the mini horses, dressed in their circus costumes, American miniature horses Chief and Banjo, strutting their stuff in this year's parade. Accompanied by owner and ringmaster Brenda Gruber of Greenville and handler Renee Schilling. Wow, they look great. Now that's a circus pony if I ever saw one. And next in the minis is Little Joe, a 2-year-old miniature gelding. He's at his second time at the fair. That means he must have been 1-year-old the first time. He did really well and won his class. He also received Reserve Grand Champion Mini Gelding. Wow. 214 is Mary, showing Harley, a registered miniature horse. Harley is 11-year-old gelding. He's also at the Jamestown Fair. Pony. You can stand. His talent besides throwing a costume is he loves children and is he a champion at many things. And next is Hannah Kunkel leading a miniature horse named Scotch. Scotch is the grand champion miniature gelding at this year's Jamestown Horse Show. Boy, well done. That is a beautiful braid job with the flowers in the mane and the tail. Scotch is looking great. No wonder he's a grand champion. And following Scotch is Elizabeth and Sam. They've been friends for 4 years. They enjoy 4-H together in the Jamestown Fair. Sam likes to jump and play on the obstacle course. He also enjoys pulling Beth around in the cart, especially running a barrel pattern. And then we have Norman, owned by Kathy Graham. He's 15 years old. He's cart trained and has enjoyed the Jamestown Fair and the people that come out to visit. Hope to see everyone next year. And Amelia, the miniature draft horse shown by Mary Unger of Greenville. And in closing the 75th Annual Jamestown Parade is the Vice President of the Parade, Ann Pearson. With a thank you to the parade sponsors, Charlie Enterline, Chesterfield Farms Veterinary Service, Liska Heating and Home Improvements, Clean Livingston Agency, Jackson's Automotive, D&E Lemonade. We'll see you all next year.